I'm the place. Well, let's see if anybody's still up. Oh, wait, about 5 more days. They passed me luck. Well, anybody out there? Hey, had 5 in here and they got 3 on here and nobody on the screen yet. Somebody comment. A bunch of bashful people in here today. Hey, She Devil, how you doing, girl? How's your bus coming along? Well, I'm glad you did. I want to hang around for a few minutes. I got a little taste of what you've been doing today. I bought a van a couple of days ago, and I popped all the seats out of it. Wasn't got the wood and stuff to build a bed in it. And I'm just getting started. How long before you be able to hit the road, you know? Oh, that's not no problem. Like, how long before you can hit the road with it, or when are you planning to hit the road? I mean, I should say. Oh no, you got to sell your house yet. Okay. I'm going to keep mine pretty simple on this van for now. I got that extended Ford van. It's a 12 passenger van. It's got a lot of room in it. Yeah. Only thing wrong with that thing is, boy, it's a zone gun to park. It's equal to like a 1 ton truck with a full 4-door cab on it and an 8-foot bed. So you got to pick your parking places a little bit. I ran across this one. It had about 120,000 on it. It's clean. I mean, it was whoever had it took good care of it. And it's not white. It's maroon, reddish maroon. So that's a little different. And I'm going to keep my home base here. I've got a RV parked up, and I'm going to keep it. Yeah, that'll work. Well, I'm sort of lucky. A friend of mine had 17 acres here, and I lease it from him. It's the same as an RV park, money wise, but just a little bit more privacy. I don't know. It's showing 7 in the room, just nobody else was talking. There's a lot of people on Wednesday too. But they might be tired of it. How long is your bus? All right, you got some room in. I got about half that much room behind the driver's seat. I get 12, 13 foot. Yeah, yeah, mine is, I don't know, 20 something foot. But I was just talking about free space inside of it. Well, that's small enough that it's not going to be hard to find a place to park it anyway. Okay, so you're not too much different than that van then is. I think that van's got 12 or 13 foot. Or 2 foot makes a lot of difference. But then you can stand up and walk around. If I like this thing, I'll eventually put a high top on it. That's not bad living space. I've got had a cargo trailer that was a 14 foot Vino, and if it laid out right, you got a lot of room in it. Well, what I want to do, I'm going to try something a little bit different on mine. Uh, I'm going to buy one of these office chairs. I've got one in my computer room, and it's got some good rollers on it. While that thing's low, well, I'm gonna try using that. I can just roll around like I want to. I'm gonna try to go to Ironwood. I got some surgery coming up this next week. It's gonna run me pretty close. That's one reason I'm working on that bed so hard. I want bed and just some toast in it for now. Yeah, I can't crawl around on my knees like some of these people do. I don't think. But I've got to have a comfortable place to sit. Uh, about 8 weeks. They said in 6 weeks I ought to be in pretty good shape. Man, that'd give me a couple weeks to get toughened up a little bit. It's about 1,000 miles, and I'm gonna take 2 or 3 days to go out there. Only trouble I'm gonna have. And old Perry Dust, how you doing, girl? I didn't even see you come in. Yeah, uh, I think my bike day's about over with. I tell you what, I've enjoyed them though. I put about 80,000 miles on it, for several different motorcycles in the last 3 years. I got my money's worth out of it. Ernie, what you been up to, girl? The only trouble I'm gonna have is after that. I don't know how long it'll be. They said I couldn't pick up over 10 pounds. That's gonna drive me crazy. Well, we've been getting them in here lately, haven't we, Fairy Dust? All right, you devil. I appreciate you coming in, girl. Yeah, I need to go watch that. I'm a mod in a bunch of rooms, and I've never asked to be a mod. Go get you a good night's sleep, Tommy. Well, I pulled the seats out of the van today. Got that done. And when you got the wood and stuff, I'm going to try to put that bed together tomorrow. I want to get that much done before I go in the hospital. Try to get that bed laid out. For now, I'm just going to, I think I'm putting a bigger bed in than most of them have got. I'm putting a regular size bed. I think I can put two totes in a row, like 3 or 4 of them on each side. You trying to buy a new one, Fair does? You ever get on Messenger on the marketplace? That's where I found mine at. Hello, Rebecca. How you doing? They advertise a lot of 2023s on there. Well, that's great. Are you staying out of trouble tonight, Rebecca? Okay. Hello, Daniel. Well, that's good. Have a good time anyway. I found out one thing. I'm not in good a shape as I did. All this bad weather, I've been sort of hanging around in a trailer, all these doctors and stuff. Damn, I done got out of shape. What are you up to tonight? Making you a cup of coffee. All right. What kind of junk you gonna put in this coffee, Paradise? You take a good cup of coffee and add all that stuff to it and just run that coffee. Okay, you're not doctoring it up too much then. Girl, use something else with that coffee. I put coffee creamer in coffee. Oh, excuse me. Sometimes just depend on how strong I made that coffee. But especially if it's been sitting a while, just tone it down a little bit. I believe everybody is about half asleep tonight. I think it does, very does. We were 39 this morning, but now it's 58 now. We're about the same as you. You're trying to stay out of trouble then, Rebecca. Mm, I don't mind 60s, like 70s a little better. I'm not a cold weather person, never have been. It was nice to get in that van and do it. ride that bike and have them bundle up today. Where does the Mike that used to be on here at night late? Whatever happened to him? Where would he? That's funny. That's like Badge run around in shorts already. The hot don't bother me all that bad until it gets above 100, 104, 105 when I don't like that. Oh, he's in Florida. Okay. Well, I hadn't seen anything of him in a while. I just wondered what happened to him. Hello, Miss D. How you doing, darling? I'm gonna get a big old hug from D when I get out there. That'd be a pretty good run from Florida. Oh, I'm sure planning on it, D. I'm gonna be plenty disappointed if I can't. I think I will this time. I'll be a little bit tight. But, I guess Cookie ready to leave on his hunting trip. He's talking about going tomorrow. Just what do you stay in when you're out there? You just stay in your vehicle. Yeah, them really heavy rainstorms are pretty scarce in the desert. Well, I hope you get lucky then. Well, if you don't, are you in Quartzsite, or are you Havasaw, or where you at, or where's your home base at? D? Well, if something happens, you don't get to go, and I wanna, I'll probably come on the Quartzsite and see you there. I want to see Roy and Becky, and some of the people that are camped at that spot. And oh, I'm looking forward to this deal. Get to see some folks that I've talked to for the last couple of years. Okay, is that what you'll do this year too? Okay. Well, I'll be having surgery that day, so I won't look at that. Hello, Diane. Well, I hope they come out all right. D. Older you get, the more damn time doctors. Sometimes they keep you out of trouble, Rebecca. Well, I caught you little shorts you put up. You look good in that short. Oh, hang on just a minute. I gotta get something to drink. Hello, T. Oh, I'm doing pretty good, gal. It's busy. You getting along all right tonight, T? Yeah, sometimes it seems that way. Well, D, I never have wanted to quit. That's the reason I haven't quit. I get this surgery done, I'll be laid up from 2 to 7 days. That'll damn sure be without a cigarette. If you don't want to quit, you're not going to. I smoke more when I'm on alive than I do any other time. I'm going to lose a kidney, Miss T. No. They found a mass in a kidney when I was in the hospital here a while back. And so they decided the safest thing was to go ahead and take it out without fooling with it. Donating one to a trash bin. So next week I'll be out of pocket for a few days. Oh, that's fine, Miss T. I appreciate it though. I've lived this long without losing any parts and pieces, so I guess losing one won't hurt me. I appreciate it. Well, I look for it too. I've got a couple of best surgeons in this part of the country, so that'll help. Well, when I was in Vietnam, I saw several times I didn't think the sun was going to come up the next morning and me look at it. So I enjoy every day, and I've done a jillion damn things that most folks ain't done. And I don't really expect to have any trouble with this deal. But that's the reason. That's all right, Diane. If it strikes you funny, laugh. Hey, Bill, cruising. I expected to, Miss Cruising. I appreciate you popping in. I appreciate the thought. Yeah, we all have box fan D. It didn't have to be in the military. She's laughing at me, Steve. Sharon, are you about to freeze to death? Yeah, he's in there sacked out tonight. Wore him out today working on that van. He likes that van. Open that door and he's inside of it. I think he's gonna work out pretty good. Yeah, I got all the seats out and went and picked the wood up for the bed. I'll put the bed together tomorrow. Unless it's talking about it might rain all day. So I don't know about that. Okay, Miss D, I sure appreciate you dropping in, and I hope everything works out great for you. Well, I'll tell you what, I like to die when I saw what plywood's going for nowadays. Good Lord. You ready for summertime already, cruising? You lost me, Phil. we're gonna see what kind of neighborhood this is. I just set those three seats in good shape. I've got one, but they I decided to go ahead. I've got a mattress in that casita that I gave about $1,000 for, and it's really comfortable. And I got to thinking about it. Oh yeah, that's right. But it's really comfortable, and I got to thinking about it. Wouldn't take that long to build that bed, and so I'm gonna go ahead and get it done where I can put that good mattress on it, where I can rest if I need to. It'll be more comfortable than that cot. My deal with that cot was really that's all you need. If I didn't already have his mattress, I would probably use a cot. It's a 17 deluxe. It's a 213, 17 footer. Well, that and Rocky sleeps on the bed and that cot. Now it's a little tight for that. It's a wide cot. It's extra wide, but this mattress, it's the what is it, Freedom Deluxe? I done forgot. It's the one with it's a 213. I bought it, Phil, when my wife was alive. She got where she couldn't get off oxygen, and so I pulled it just about everywhere we went, and put a 50-foot oxygen hose on her regulator deal, and that way she could get out and walk back to the trailer and use the bathroom or whatever she needed to do. It worked well. My daughter was supposed to take that trailer, but I haven't seen any money out of her yet. They're good trailer. They're the best trailer on the market as far as I'm concerned. If they were just a little bit wider and a little bit longer, that would be the only trailer I'd own. Yeah, they really are. They're well built trailer. They pull easy and they'll last forever. Hell, Rocky's asleep for a change. How you doing, Tim? We were outside most of the day, and I think he wore out. Oh, I'm just telling them I'm out of shape. I worked on that van, taking seats and everything out of it all day, and I'm actually a little bit sore. The damn seats are heavy. But I just set them out next to the road. We're going to see if somebody picks them up by tomorrow. Tim, I'll drink about 2 beers a year, and it's usually when it's really hot, and most of the time when I'm camping or fishing or something like that. Yeah, and a 16 foot is quite a bit smaller than that 17. Headroom and everything else. I used to drink that stuff like I thought they wasn't going to make no more of it. But I don't know, just sort of lost my taste for it. Uh-oh. Tim buzzing tonight. Yeah, it really is. I looked at 16, but that 17 just has so much. The 17 I've got the big dinette in the back and a little dinette on the side. I think it's a what? Freedom Deluxe? Something like that. Yeah, and I can get nearly as much for that casita right now, or maybe a little bit more than what I paid for it in 213. There ain't no other RV you can do that with. Maybe an Airstream. Yeah, I looked at Scamp, and then I had a friend of mine that'll make him more. That used to make them in California, a Burrow, but I wasn't really impressed with them. Yeah, it's 213, 17, the Freedom Deluxe. Yeah, I got lucky. I had to wait, I think, a month on mine, but shortly after there was a year waiting list on them. Ain't but one thing wrong with them, Phil, and that's that damn door is too short. You will bang your head. I'm about right at 6 foot, and I ain't no telling how many times I walked into that door facing hit me on top of the head. I finally took a pool noodle and put up there. Yeah, they can make them about 150 miles from me at Rice, Texas. Oh, Yeah, I'm probably not 6 anymore. I think last time I measured me, I was like 5'11". Yeah, I've been up there several times. I picked it up at the factory. They don't have any dealers. Ooh, it don't have to be very big. I've seen them pull them with S10s and small pickups and small cars. I think they weigh 2,200 pounds or 2,400 pounds or something like that. I pulled it behind a Chevrolet Silverado, and you couldn't even tell it was back there. Yeah, they don't weigh anything, and that round shape they pull easy. Ooh, that sounds good, Tim. Yeah, yeah, it's made just like a boat. Well, and all the cabinets and everything and inside that thing are fiberglass. Bill, I guess the only wood door in it is the doors on the cabinets in the bathroom and stuff. Your elbow will be sore from doing this. Now you got it's small, but I'm pretty wide across the shoulders too. The best thing you can do with one of them is take that bathroom door off and put a curtain up. That's the only thing I didn't like about them. That and I hate the cushions in these travel trailers to try to sleep on. Oh yeah, they got a wet bath in them. They a shower and commode and black tank, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, accordion door or curtain, either one of them would work. I spent many a night in that camper. Like I say, the cushions, that thing had two dinettes, and so the big dinette I took down, just made a bed out of it, and I bought another mattress for that. It's amazing what they're sort of like a cab over camper. It's amazing how much in a small area they can put in. The only thing I would do different if I could, if I was ordering another one, I wouldn't add that dinette on the side. I'd put that dinette in that had the two captain chairs instead of a booth. Well, they got that one model that's got the chairs instead of the dinette for the small one. Ooh, I don't. I wasn't making movies back then, but I'm sure you punch Casita in and there's all kind of videos and stuff on. Well, listen, when I bought that bigger trailer, yeah, you got it. Just normal maintenance. I never have had to replace the wheel bearings, but I keep them greased and keep them tightened up like they're supposed to be. Oh, that would be ideal for you. For one person, they're great. Two, it's a little bit tight. The bed in the back, that's where I'm gonna. I bought that $1,000 mattress and put in that back down it, and I'm gonna pull that mattress out and put in this van. It's a really good mattress, sleeps real well, and you can't get a regular mattress for them because they got round corners on the back. Oh, he sleeps with me now. They, the black tanks are overrated. They're not that bad. You put the chemical and stuff in them like you're supposed to. Well, you don't have much trouble out of them. Yours is a motorhome, isn't it, Tim? Coachman. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, see, I'm getting back into the why I don't like the motorhomes, and I'm getting back into it with the van. Is that something happens, you break down, your your house is in the shop. And the one good thing about pulling a trailer is that if something happens to a vehicle, you can park that trailer and you still got a place to live while they fixing it. That's the reason I figure I'm before the time I finish setting this thing up. Damn, I can't talk. Uh, I'll probably wind up with a little bitty light, small motorcycle, just something to get around on. Well, this mattress I'm putting in the back of this van is not a queen; it's a full size. So that worked for me and Rocky. We had plenty of room on that. Hell, I've got a Honda 500 Rebel, but it's too damn heavy. I, you know anything about them CT Honda 125s, Phil? I'm fixing to sell that Rebel of mine. Yeah. I'm thinking about if I sell that Rebel, I'm thinking about buying one in 125 and just putting a rack on the back of that van. Yeah, there's the best deal on that. There were two guys that got on them CT 125 and hit that Trans America Trail and went all the way across the United States on them. Okay, I can't imagine riding that damn far. I've driven to Alaska before, but I can't imagine riding a small motorcycle that won't run but about 50, 55. Okay, Rebecca, I appreciate you coming in, gal. You have a good night's sleep. Okay. The On this trip here, I've got some good coolers. I'm just gonna go with the build me a rack in the bottom of that cooler where food can't get down in the water, and just use an ice chest. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm about to put me to sleep. I'm not used to working that hard. This bad weather, I've been laid up, all the doctor's visits and crap. I might be sore tomorrow. Yeah, I watched that whole video, Bill. Look up that tap on them two guys that rode them CTs all the way across the country. Them guys are funny. But I've watched that whole deal on them going to Alaska and then having to push that one motorcycle that last 1,000 yards. Um, that burning. Bill, I'll have to look tomorrow and get you the name on them. It was just two guys that got talking about it and bought a couple of CTs and run from the East Coast all the way up into Oregon. And they weren't supported. They were just you'll enjoy this other one too. It one of the guys is just hilarious, and they're older guys. I haven't shot in about 3 years. That's something I'm going to sort of get back into. I used to be fair to middling with one of them things. Yeah, look like he gonna leave tomorrow. The way it sounds like he's been hunting that place ever for years and years. At 45 pounds, if you set it up right and put it where it's supposed to be, it'll take anything out there. Yeah. Tim, I shot all the way up to 85 pound. I had one compound that I hunted with one year, 85 pound, and all the way down to a 40 pound. I've got a lady who was married to a friend of mine, and she shoots 36 pounds, and she kills deer every year. Yeah, I'm old school. I shoot a back when 3D archery first got started. They actually shot broadheads. It wasn't field tips on them courses, and we did a lot of testing on the arrows and what was the most stable and a crosswind and quietest. And we found out after a lot of testing that a 4 fletch and 3 blade solid broadhead was the best you could get, was the most accurate. I hate these expandables. I shot them one year, and I didn't like the way they worked. Yeah, I like that 80 grain. I used in my 243, I'd hand load 80 grain Sierra Spitzers. They put a deer down quick. Tim, if you ever hunt with that 45 pound, there's one thing you need to do. You need to shoot a pretty heavy arrow. Don't don't buy into that speed crap with them little bitty light arrows because they won't do the job. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Tim, I was I was shooting a 3D tournament, and they group you in 4 or 5 people in a group. And this one little old gal, she was a good shot, and but she was pretty well developed. And we got up on one target, and you got to touch a stake with your foot, and it was a all canter sort of sloping hill, and you had to sort of get out of position to shoot that stake. And she reared back and shot that bow. And once you did, she just caught her nipple with that string, like you caught your arm. Oh, Lord. She was raised in hell there for a while, and finally I asked her if she wanted me to kiss it and make it better. Did that make you draw up, Diane? Well, I didn't inspect it, but I'm sure she did, Tim. One nipple a quarter of an inch long and the other one an inch long. I felt sorry for her. And I've hit the inside of my arm. I know how hard that hits and how painful they can be. I told you a long time ago, Diane, I'm about half smart ass. So that shouldn't, yeah. That's the worst thing people do when they first start somebody shooting a bow and they're trying to teach them. A lot of people quit them is they don't put that arm guard on. Somebody learning, they need that arm guard. Hell, I've been this way all my life, so there ain't no use in changing now, Diane. When I was shooting that 85-pound bow, I went to a tournament one day and he putting metal nocks on the string for your arrow to slide up again. And I was shooting that 85 pounder and got into my arm and it jumped up about that high just right quick. And then I still had like 15 targets left to shoot. Oh, you talk about getting an arm in the right position now. And it was sticking out, swelled up, so I kept hitting it. It wasn't doing any good anyway. Yeah, it's funny when you're holding a bow, you can rotate your elbow out and still keep your arm flat. But if you just stick your arm out, you can't do it. Your whole arm rotates. And after a while you don't need it. You don't hit that arm. It'll teach you pretty quick. No, I do now. I use I can't even think of what they call them anymore. It's the one with the leather strap that goes around your wrist, and you got to deal with the trigger on it. And it depends on what I'm shooting. If I'm shooting a stick bow of any kind, I'll shoot finger. Yeah, it's sort of like shooting a rifle. It On them bows I shot competition with, well, they had I used a release and some rests that I'd built. They're making them now. Yeah, on the recurves, I don't I don't shoot a release. Now I know people that do. Oh yeah. Well, and a lot of my bow fishing, uh, I use the recurve because they're faster. A lot of times you get a snap shoot them. Bill, you need to get your bow and come on down here and I'll rig your stuff up with some special arrows I've got. And wow, that's great. Put you on that airboat and take you bow fishing. Be shooting them 10, 15 pound fish, and all of a sudden one of them that weighs about 250 pounds come up under the boat. Yeah, and there's advantages to both kinds. They're getting these compounds with such high let off now that they're getting harder to shoot. Because you torque that string in it all, they go all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, but you got to still pull that weight. Sometimes it's harder to pull that a high powered compound than it is uh, a regular recurve because that's gradual. Yep. It's all in your back muscles. You learn how to push and pull at the same time. I've seen some little old bitty gals that could pull some heavy bows, but their technique was down. All right. I tell you what, I'm gonna get off here. I got a full day tomorrow. We done been on here an hour and 40 minutes. Tim, if you see somebody that points that bow right straight up in the air, trying to pull it, you know he's shooting too much bow. Y'all have a good night. I enjoyed it.